The suspect accused of driving the wrong way on Route 95 early this morning made his first appearance before a judge today. He's accused of driving the wrong way on 95 North, crashing into another car head-on, and then jumping into Narragansett Bay as he tried to flee police. Eyewitness News reporter Tadevik Aprikian joins us live in studio now with the new developments from court.
Francois Garand from Somerset, Massachusetts was arraigned in court today after allegedly driving the wrong way on I-95 North shortly after midnight. Several 911 calls came into the police department after a head-on collision shortly after midnight Friday, which resulted from a wrong-way driver. That driver, 40-year-old Francois Garand of Somerset, Massachusetts, was arraigned in Providence District Court Friday. Lieutenant Tim O'Hara with the Providence Police Department tells Eyewitness News a Providence police unit saw Garand's SUV getting on the highway at Point Street going in the wrong direction. The Providence Police Department was first on scene of the crash and alerted the state police.
As a result of the Providence police alerting them that one of the individuals on scene had fled on foot from the scene, and that initiated a foot pursuit.
The Providence police says Garand left the scene of the accident, ran down the highway embankment across Allens Avenue, and jumped into Narragansett Bay. Shortly after, he came back on shore and was arrested. Garand had a passenger in his SUV who had to be extricated by emergency crews.
Luckily, there were minor injuries sustained by the operator, who was eventually arrested, and his front seat passenger, as well as the vehicle that they struck.
Garand was charged with driving under the influence, leaving the scene of an accident, and reckless driving. Garand was released on $5,000 surety bail, and coming up new at 6, we'll hear from state police on if these wrong-way crashes are becoming too common. Live in the studio, Tadevik Aprikian, Eyewitness News.
Now we're working the latest developments on a wrong-way crash on 95 in Providence. Police say the driver was drunk when he crashed into another car head-on and then took off from the scene on foot. He was quickly taken into custody and appeared in court this morning. New at 6, Eyewitness News reporter Tadevik Aprikian asked state police if these kinds of crashes are becoming too common.
The 40-year-old man from Massachusetts was arraigned in court today and faces charges of driving under the influence, reckless driving, and leaving the scene of an accident. A head-on collision from a wrong-way driver shut down I-95 northbound for about an hour shortly after midnight Friday. According to the Providence police, Francois Garand entered the highway at Point Street in Providence and was driving the wrong way on I-95 North. He crashed head-on into another car with one person inside.
Luckily, there were minor injuries sustained by the operator, who was eventually arrested, and his front seat passenger, as well as the vehicle that they struck.
Garand allegedly fled the scene of the accident, ran down a highway embankment, and jumped into Narragansett Bay. He came back on shore and was arrested. I asked Rhode Island State Police Lieutenant Timothy Sanzi if wrong-way accidents are becoming too common.
Well, we'd like to know that, we've tried to effectuate a response to this by working with the Department of Transportation and working with a monitoring system for the exit ramps that would alert a driver if they were accessing the ramp the wrong way. We're still in the process of working that through with the Department of Transportation.
Garand was arraigned at Providence District Court Friday. He was released on $5,000 bail with surety. Both vehicles sustained heavy damage, but all the passengers only had minor injuries. The crash is still under investigation. In the newsroom, Tadevik Aprikian, Eyewitness News.